Hi, and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. I am so happy to have you. Today, we are continuing the themed spreads throughout the month of September. So if you recall, we did the birthday spread with a kit that did not fit that we had to cut down. Last week was just pen only, and this week I'm going to do a grayscale spread. And my inspiration for this was I have these old August 2023 subscription stickers from the Coffee Monsters Co. And just to be fully transparent, I've been putting off filming this video all day because we've had crazy storms, and I think another one is about to roll through. So if you hear thunder and whatever, just enjoy the ambiance. But we are going to do more of a grayscale spread, kind of using these stickers. And then I have some washies as well that I'm excited about that are all kind of in that gray theme. So I'm not really sure exactly what we're going to do, but we're going to dive into it. I also have some other grayscale type pens. So whatever I use, I'll make sure to link in the description. I need a washi cutter here. I'm going to use this. You know what? I'm also going to use some tiny icons because they fit the black and white, as do these trash emojis. And well, the trash has to go out tonight, so that's perfect. Okay, so we are going to start by laying some of this down. And I'm not really sure. Oh, I think I do know what I'm going to do. I also have these that I just love. They're just the days of the week. So we're going to start by just covering up the days of the week with this black washi. This is from Archer and Olive. And I love it, but I also learned the hard way. You have to make sure you get it down right the first time because it will tear your book apart. So let's be very careful here. And go ahead and lay this down. This is an insanely busy week for me. I have so much going on. I have multiple doctor's appointments. I have a summit that I'm going to on Friday. So yeah, this is basically, I feel like I'm already behind. Let's see here. And Miss Cleopatra is running around my office like a little mad woman. But my roommate got her COVID vaccine this last weekend on Saturday, and she's still feeling a little puny from it. So I did not want to release Cleopatra on her alone because that cat is so stinking cute, but she's not hit the sweet phase yet. I've always said that God made kittens cute because really they're just tiny terrorists. And I love cats, but I did not intend to get a kitten. I planned on getting like a cat that was at least a year old. Now, I love this washi. It's got like note in this week and all that, but I will also be the first to tell you it tears funny. You have to be really careful with it. So I know that I'm going to use the this week sticker, but I don't know exactly where we're going to place it. Actually, I'm just going to put it down. And that's Cleopatra climbing the dog crate that she stays in when she's not being supervised. And she's not in it right now. She's just climbing on top of it for fun because that's what she does. Okay. So let's see here. To start with, we've got Monday. And do I have my tweezers in here? Nope. We're improvising. It's fine. Okay. Tuesday. I am not complaining about this rain. We've not had much rain at all recently, and we can definitely use it, but this thunder's loud. I think it's supposed to be cooling off, which makes me happy because I'm channeling fall. I desperately want fall to be here. Here we go. And I think the first day of fall is coming up. I can't remember what day, if it's today or tomorrow. It's really soon. I know that. And I could look it up, but I'm not going to. I'll just be honest. I'm just not going to. Okay. If you go really slow and you're really delicate with this tape, it does well. But if you try to go too fast, it rips. Okay, so we're gonna pull that apart. There we go. The days of the week. They're not perfectly straight, but when has anything that I put down in my planner been perfectly straight? If you're not new, you know that. And if you are new, you will learn that. Okay, so this washi came in the most recent Coffee Monsters subscription. I think it was STEM was the theme, and I think it's so stinking cute. The earliest I start teaching is 7:30, and this is gonna end right at the 7:30 mark. So I think we're gonna be okay. It also is not going down perfectly straight, but straight enough. Okay, there's that. Then we're gonna get this to lay down. There we go. It's like this black color almost looks navy, but I think it's black. We're calling it black anyway. I don't know how it looks on camera, but against the gray, it almost looks navy. But against black, it looks black. Who knows? Okay, and then I've got this wider washi that we're going to put across the bottom. And I'm just going to give myself this little bit of a bottom row here for some to-dos. And I'm just using this little washi card that she sent to cut it, and it's doing really, really well. And I like that I can just kind of keep it tucked in here. And I don't have to always look for my ruler. Okay, I know where my ruler is. I don't always have to worry about making sure that that pencil case is in here. That's a fair way of saying it. Okay, I think that looks lovely. Now let's go ahead and get my music lessons laid out because I am teaching those, but even they're different this week. Everything about this week is weird and different. Let's see, where are my music notes? They're probably over here. Seriously? Okay. I have that, and that, and that, and that, and that, and that. Did they stay in here? Is this them? Wait for it, wait for it. Yep, there they are. Okay, and the rain just arrived. I'm gonna try to place this using this little washi card because I've had luck with that in the past. So today I started my music lessons at 7:30. But tomorrow, they actually don't start until 9. So I'm pretty stoked about that. Not having to leave the house super early. Wednesday, they're going to start at 8. Okay, then I had a couple in the afternoon today. So I had one at 2:30 and then I had one at 4. There we go. Tomorrow it's just straight through. Okay, Wednesday I have a second session starting at 3:30. which is going to be here. And then on Thursday at 11. Yeah, this looks nothing like my regular work week. So we're gonna go ahead and put some of these in. Today I went until 11:30. Then tomorrow I go until 1:30. Wednesday is going to be kind of a weird day. I think I only go until 9:30. But then this one goes until 6. And then this goes until 1:30. And you'll see why things are changing up. Well, one, they were supposed to have a pep rally at the school that I teach at on Tuesdays in the morning. With all of this rain we're getting, though, it's been delayed till Friday. But I had already planned for it, so this is the schedule that I am sticking with. Okay, so I had book club today. And I don't think I have any more books, but I think I have computers. And book club is online, so we're going to use a computer unless I have little books over here. That's green, so I don't want to use it. I want to really stick to more of the grayscale type things. This has just a hint of purple in it. I think it might work. Let's go ahead and put that down here. So it was right before this other lesson. And we'll write some of this in a minute. So these were lessons. I don't know if you can hear that thunder or not. It's crazy. I know that my dog is freaking out in the living room with my roommate. He is afraid of thunderstorms. It goes back to when he was younger, and we have a sunroom and it has a shade cloth on it. And we had a really bad thunderstorm with really bad wind, and it snapped the bungee holding the shade cloth on. It scared him and it scared me too. So he has been afraid of rain, thunderstorms, and wind. It doesn't even have to be raining or thundering. If the wind is heavy, he's afraid. So he has this little pop-up camp crate that we just put up in the living room, and he runs in there and then he feels safe because he's been crate trained to feel safe in a crate. And he just lays in there in his crate and he watches TV with us. But when it gets really bad like this, he gets scared even in that crate. So usually it's the middle of the night and I have to go sleep on the couch and turn the TV on. But he's in there with my roommate right now, but I'm the safe mommy. I'm the taller of the two of us. So yeah. Okay, so I've got lessons written in, and then we had book club. Now it's time to start putting in my appointments. And boy, do I have them. Now, I saw back here, are these gray? Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and grab one of these like little weight training emojis because tomorrow, well, if I can get it off of here, tomorrow I go and I meet with my personal trainer. I got this thing through something called, Survivor Fitness, and it is, I get free personal training twice a week for 12 weeks. So Angie, and tomorrow we have our meet and greet, like to where we're gonna sit down. Now I know Angie, I know her already because back when we had a YMCA, I went there all the time, and I loved her kickbox class. I did body pump with her, lots of stuff. But it's been a while. Then I have a doctor's appointment. What do we have to use for a doctor's appointment? I have yet to find any of these that really work very well. So I'm just going to use one of these for right now. Oh wait, I wonder if I have, to continue with the grayscale, I wonder if I have one of those stethoscope things in gray. Because I know somewhere I have the stethoscopes. Because boy, do I have the doctor's appointments. Here we go. Yeah, there's like a whole row of gray and some black and some white. So yeah, we're gonna mix these up. So we're gonna start here tomorrow at 3:30. I have Dr. Lake's. And then I have OCIA. So what are we gonna use for OCIA? You know what? I'm gonna put this one down because I'm honestly gonna try to get caught up on some stuff during the OCIA time. Stuff for the class, but I don't have to teach. Someone else is teaching tomorrow night, so I'm gonna try to get caught up on some of the paperwork for that class. It's a volunteer job, but it comes with lots of paperwork. Okay, so there is that. I wonder if this little cute emoji, if one of these will cover up my calendar. I'm gonna try to use this one. No, it doesn't completely cover it up, but I wonder, those are washies. We'll come back to it. We'll figure that out. Okay, continuing to schedule. On Wednesday, I have another doctor's appointment. This one is with a different oncologist. So that one is at 11. There's that. And then I just have my regular lessons in the afternoon. Then on Thursday, we have a telehealth. I'm gonna use, ow, I've got a cat climbing my leg. Telling you, tiny terrorist. I'm gonna use the computer because it is telehealth, and it is at 8:30. Cleo is gonna make her presence known. Oh, that is super crooked. Okay, I can do better than that. This is what I get for not using the washi cutter. Let's grab that. Oh my goodness. If you could see the state of my desk right now, it is pretty terrible. Okay. What time? I said that was at 8:30. Well, thank you for helping there, Miss Katra. Yeah, are you gonna help? Okay, come on, honey. Well, she fits the grayscale mood, doesn't she? She does. That is my scapular. Please don't eat it. Okay, so now this is Osher. And then I have therapy later. It is also telehealth, but we're gonna use something else. I wanna mix it up. I'm gonna use this little panda thing. And therapy is at 2 o'clock. Okay, the cat's now on my neck. That's lovely. Okay, that took care of that. Okay, so then on Friday, I am going to a leadership summit, and I am pretty excited about it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and I think that's the perfect place to use this little guy. Okay, it's at 11 o'clock. I'm going to try to just write it on here. I'm just going to write summit. There we go. That's taken care of. And then Miss Cleo here, oh, who just dived onto the table, she has a vet appointment. So let's give her this little guy. And that is at 4:15. Okay, what else do I have? I think the only other thing I have is on Sunday, the Titans game. And I hope to film the plan with me, but we will see. Not the Titans game. You can see where my brain is. What I meant was choir practice. Oh my goodness. Choir practice in church. I mean, yes, a Titans game and maybe basketball, but choir practice in church. I don't know. There's this cute like fake washi. Let's try that. Okay, so I know what we're gonna do. Well, we're gonna first let the cat like climb all over me. Let's see here. So choir practice is at 10. So we're just gonna do a semi-straight line. Church is 11 to 12, but I am never out of there before 12:30. So we're just gonna box this off. Okay. Then the cat's gonna jump back on here. We are going to use this mild liner to color this in because we're gonna pretend it's like a little note. There we go. And we're gonna let that dry for a second. My little helper here. And then there is this super cute, like, little mini washi that we are gonna pull off. And we're gonna put it up here like it is just taping that note down. Hey, those are my earrings. Let's not add another piercing, please. Okay, Miss Katra is gonna have to go in her crate if she keeps this up. Okay. Choir and mass. All right, and I need to find out when those basketball games are, so excuse me as I wake up my computer. We're gonna pull this keyboard back over here. We are big Indiana Fever fans, and they are in the playoffs. So let's check out the WNBA schedule. Okay, so there is a game tomorrow, and it is at 8:30 p.m. Tomorrow is Tuesday. Oh, that's a late. Okay, I probably won't watch that whole game, but we're gonna go ahead and put it on here with this tiny icon. But like I said, I probably won't watch it because I go to bed pretty early. Basketball. I'm super excited. We got season tickets to our local women's basketball team at the university where I teach. So totally here for that. Okay, so Friday at 6:30 is another game because this is best of 5. So let's see here. 6:30. It's also going to be basketball. Don't have any idea after that just because it depends on who wins and, you know, what's going on. So, because I think that's all they have down time-wise. Yeah. Let's go ahead and figure out when the Titans play too. It's probably Sunday at 12. And it's kind of one of those, they're going to lose. We always lose. That's just how it is. Yep, September the 28th at 12 o'clock. It's tough being part of a losing team, but that's what it is. So I'm just going to do this. And I do not have the pen with me, but I have a white marker and I'm going to write Titans in there in white. But yeah, I think that's super cute. And see, this gray almost has a purple hue, like under this light. I don't know how it looks like on camera. But this is the basics of this week. And Saturday at the moment is empty, and I am 100% totally here for it. So I hope you enjoyed this grayscale plan with me. I still want to cover that up, but I don't know how. We'll decide that later. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed, and until next time, peace out.